Hi, guys, welcome back to the show. My name is Joe, and we are having such a great time. Now that I'm a real producer, you see, I've only just recently become a real producer because I understand, I have a deeper understanding of physical reality. Now, this is how it goes the sound comes in the microphone. When sound goes into the microphone, it is a physical object. It is something moving. It is energy. It is moving energy. And when it hits the membrane of the microphone, that's when it becomes not real. As soon as that membrane vibrates, that's a portal to a fake world where everything is 100% fake. But there are no physical limitations in this world. Everything moves at the speed of light. There's no delay. It's all math. Now, the job of the producer is not to harness anything. There's nothing to harness. In this fake box, there's nothing real. So there's nothing to harness. Okay, so I've come to the conclusion that my job does not exist. That's how easy it is. I don't have to listen to my tracks back. Why? Because my system is reliable. I don't have to hear the final product as I'm making the relative adjustments. I don't have to have headphones that are Dr. Dre beats. In fact, I'm sorry, Dre, but real producers do not use Beats headphones. I've seen a lot of people, including One Gun, use Skull Candy. Skull Candy is fine. It's probably his sister's headphones, but anyways, besides the fact, my job is very easy. In fact, my job is invisible. I don't really do anything, and I don't have to do anything if I don't want to. The only reason I'm doing this is because I have such a good time doing it. That's the only reason I'm a producer, is because it's what I like to do. That's all. That's all. Have you ever got bored and you just wanted to do something? Well, this is my that's something, because I'm just bored. Okay? So we're going to go over it, folks. Don't worry about it. So getting back to the box, the sound enters through a membrane. That's the physical sound, the airwaves, the pressure. It hits the membrane. That is transferred into voltage. Voltage is transferred into math. Math is transferred into programs. The program's wave file that comes out is not a physical entity. It is a representation of a physical entity. So then you're like, well, Joe, once it gets in the box, where's the effort? There is no effort. There's nothing to do, really. Once you have your signal set and your, here, I'll bring that over. This is OBS, and once you get this signal set, you don't have to do anything. Why? Well, for one thing, it's running live. What you hear is what you get. So don't wig out. There's nothing to worry about. What you hear right now, folks, is a broadcast, no, beyond. I'm sorry, beyond. Why do I say beyond? Because my signal has no delay. My signal has no reverb. My signal has no delay, reverb, or buffer. Everything in my system runs totally dry at the speed of light. This is my box. This is where I work. I have a name for it. It's called the Rompler Room. Welcome to the Rompler Room, people. What are Romplers? We'll get into that later. But right now, I want to continue the journey of the box. the journey of the box into the box is through the membrane. I want you to think of it like a James Cameron movie, and you are trying to traverse the uncanny valley, and at the end you hear good music. All right, let's try, I don't know, Easy JP. I'm going to just take a random one and find a good beat. Okay? As you notice, this opens up in 3 seconds. As you notice, this is not Pro Tools. Okay, there's no beat in that one. We're going to go to Ante, because that's where we left off last night. Okay, here we are. We're now in Rompler Room. This has no... Excuse me, folks. Let me check to see if the reverb is off. Yep. This is the Rompler Room. These are real instruments with real people playing. What does that mean? That means I have real physical interaction inside my non-physical world. Okay? I have a world inside the universe here. So, because these are real, I know it looks fake. That's the irony. It looks fake, don't it? Hey, I love it. I love it. That's part of the mystique, though. That something so toy-like looking is so actually powerful. So now I'm going to play it. But before I play it, I have to check the buffer. Okay, I know I said there's no buffer. There is no buffer issues. It's just I got to make... So now I want to show you how fast it moves. Look. That looks like magic, doesn't it? So now I'll just play the drums and the bass. Okay, I can already tell because my headphones are turned all the way up. Look, folks. You see that? My headphones are turned all the way up. Now, what's going on here, Joe? I can already tell because my headphones are turned all the way up. There's something wrong with the drums, okay? What's wrong with the drums? Something sounds tiny off with the amplitude, which means it's just a little too bright and a little bit too much transients. The amplitude of the transients. Okay? That's way better, man. Oh my God, dude. So, stop. This is a real acoustic drum set operating within a fake world where everything is light speed. There is no buffers, there's no delays, there's no reverb, there's no effects. Everything is perfectly bone dry. I have my headphones turned all the way up. So what are you doing, Joe? I'm playing around in Romperland. I'm playing with real musicians that play the parts that I play. So if I need a part, I go in here and I find a musician to play the bass, okay? I say, bass player, dude. Right? Oh, let's go back to the drums first, just real quick. What was wrong was the amplitude, because I see that drum right there and the master was turned down by 5, -5. See how it says -5 on the drums? I'm going to turn it up to 0. Watch this. Oh, God dang. Now, to me, that is incredibly bright to me, and I don't know why. Because I'm really keen on my hearing. And my hearing doesn't fade, and my hearing doesn't get tired. Maybe it's just me, and it sounds perfect. So I turned it up to 0, but I'm going to trust that. Okay, I'm going to trust that. Now I'm moving to the bass because I need a bass dude. All right? So, bass dude. I say, bass dude, that sounds really great. Could you maybe just relax your fingers a little bit? What do you mean? Could you make your fingers a little more flubby? Okay, Joe. I'll make my fingers flubby for you. So we just adjusted the flubby fingers. Could you put a little tape on the heel of your bass strings, please? Thank you. Now, as you see, oof, these are real physical properties happening within a fake world. So that's why it makes me look like Superman. I can do this fast if I want to. I'm just slowing down to show you in Matrix time what I'm concerned with as far as what's going on in here. I don't have any concerns. I just make sure the drums are turned to 0, the master is turned to 0, and then I can just bounce it or print it. It's being printed right now as we speak on this live stream. This live stream is the final sound, but I don't hear it. Why? Because I don't need to hear the overall loudness. I need to hear the relative levels. There's a difference, okay? The relative levels, and I'll do it on this bass and drums right now, is those levels to each other, okay? I only need to hear that. That's why I turn up my headphones all the way, and then I back it down so it doesn't hurt my ears. Therefore, there's 0 chance of distortion. Here we go. I'm just going to mute this, and then we're going to go. All right, bringing up Mr. Bass Dude. Now, that's got to sound great, man. God dang. Folks, these guitars right here, I played myself. Wait. Just the beat, Joe. All right, Joe, so why are your levels so low, Joe? It's because I have a perfect stereo field, a perfect spatial stage, a perfect no reverb, no delay, no nothing, no delay to the chords, no delay to the buffer. Everything is perfectly synchronized at the speed of light. That's why I look like a magic man. All right? I love it. There, okay, let me try something with the buffer. I can actually increase it to 2,000. I'm panning the guitars. So everything in the box is a perfect. There's nothing to slow me down. It's light speed. Everything in Romper Room is light speed. See? I'm doing it. It's real musicians, real music. Now, how do you get it out of the box, Joe? Well, it has to hit the next membrane to get out into the real world. And that is your living room speakers right now because we're listening. If I want to print this, I can. There's no problem with printing this. Okay, do you want to see how fast it is? It is blindingly fast to make this into a wave. Look, select this, right? And then go continue, and then just make it anything, make it 24-bit. Go continue, put it on the desk, and watch how fast this thing flies. Bam! It's already done, dude! That was a microsecond to bounce that beat, boy. Look, I'll play it. Oh, it sounds so good, man! Wow! Oh my God, it looks... I meant to say sounds so good because it does, and I am not hearing the final effect. I don't need to. I'd rather not. In fact, it might seem weird to you. I don't even have to listen to it before or after. So my job is invisible. And you're like, well, Joe, that looks very low. It is very low, but what you can do is you can put it on normalize and then go minus 0.6. Yeah, minus 0.06. And look, it's normalized, guy. It's going to be a little loud, so turn your headphones halfway down. Halfway down! Woo! Oh my God, dude. Oh my God. All right, guys, thanks for watching, and we're going to go and we're going to come back and really get into these beats. Thank you.